everybody, today we have Unit 8 Study Skills Vocabulary related to sport. We have page 70. Now let's have a look at the sport that we have in the book. We have this one, baseball. We have rugby or American football. We have basketball, golf, soccer or football. We have boxing. We have tennis, horse riding. This is a horse riding, athletics or running, volleyball, a ball in the air. We have cycling. We need a bike. There is swimming, and there is weightlifting, diving in water, of course. And we have gymnastics, and the last one is fencing. I have some sports on the board. Now, we have two types of sports, team sports and individual sports. Concerning team sports, they are the sport that can be played in groups, okay? The glory, when you win for the group, okay? Like football, handball, basketball, baseball, and volleyball, hockey, rugby, and water polo. For individual sports, the glory goes to one person, one player, in the game. For example, we have golf, skiing, boxing, cycling, karate, judo, surfing, swimming, fencing, horse riding. Now let's have a look at the verbs that we can use with the sports. We have verb play, verb do, and verb go. Verb play, we use it with sports in which there is a ball most of the time, and we use it also with the sport that can't be a verb. Okay, for example, verb swim. Swim is the verb, and if I want to have the sport, I say swimming. But for those type of sports that we use with verb play, we can't have a noun and a verb. Let's have an example. Badminton, squash, ping pong, basketball, cricket, American football, and so on and so forth. For verb do, there is no ball. It's a non-team sports. You play it individual. There is a physical activity, recreational activity. Okay, so most of the time you do this kind of activities or sports alone. For example, aerobics, ballet, yoga, gymnastics, athletics, karate. And the last verb is go. The verb go, it has to do with any activity which can be do most of the time alone, and we use it with ing form, gerund. For example, I can say I go jogging, I go hiking, I go running, go skating, I go dancing, and I go golfing. Okay, in this case we have a kind of verb plus ing, golf, dancing, dance, skate, run, hike, and jog. Okay, now let's talk a little bit about sport. Question number 1, what's your favorite sport? If you want to answer this question, you are going to say, my favorite sport is, or I like, or I love, or I prefer, and so on. What sport do you like? And what sports singular or sports with S do you dislike? For example, I like swimming and gymnastics, but I dislike boxing and car racing. Here you can add why. Because I find them boring, dangerous, violent, and so on and so forth. What sport do you watch on TV? On which TV I watch, for example, skiing. Do you watch alone or with your family? I watch alone most of the time, or I usually watch with my father, and so on. What sport do you find boring? What sport do you find dangerous? What sport do you find exciting? What sport do you find interesting? And so on. You can use any adjective. I find that boxing is, or I find that golf is very boring. Do you like individual or team sports? Do you like individual sports or team sports? Okay, I like, I prefer, I love. Okay, you use any verb you want. I like team sports. because there is cooperation between the players. It teaches how to work together. There is a kind of plan, a kind of code between the players, and so on and so forth. What sport are you good at? I am good at. And you say the sport that you are good at. I am good at gymnastics, for example. What sport do you play at school? At school, I play football and gymnastics. What's your favorite football team? I like. And you say the name of your favorite team. What sport do you like to try if you have the opportunity? What sport do you like to try in the future? And if you have the opportunity, I really like. And you finish your sentence. I really like to try parachuting, for example. So those are some questions and some examples of the answers. We're going to write a paragraph about sports, but not this time. We leave it for another video, so as not to be the video be long. See you in the next video about sports. How to write about sports.